Welcome back, guys. Right, today what we're going to be doing is fitting a captive windlass on the little Suzuki boat. The worst thing about using this boat was anchoring, because we were throwing the anchor over the side, then the anchor pulls tight on the bow, and then we was using a orderly ring and a buoy to retrieve the anchor, which was hard work and it was almost getting a bit dangerous. So what we want is to be able to press a button and the anchor will retrieve. What we've got is a lewmar captive windlass, and we've been using this, is it a Bruce type anchor, which is actually 10 kilos, so it's been quite heavy to get it up. Well, it's not been heavy, but it's been all very awkward. So what we need to do is try and make some brackets to basically carry the anchor, and then it'll self-deploy from a button on the dashboard. So I think first what we'll do, because we'll take this to the bench, we're going to make some mock-ups, and we'll see if we can get the anchor deploying itself. We might have to make some rollers and stuff like that, so it should be quite fun. So we need the anchor, when this is released, with the tension, because obviously this will pull, but it won't push. So we need the anchor to self-deploy, don't we? So how are we going to do that? Alright, first we need some rollers. What you could do is go and buy some like a normal person, but I'm going to try and make some, so let's have a go at that. So I've got here some aluminium tubes, mounted some steel plate, clamped down, pretty tight seal at the bottom. So here we've got some, this is old motorcycle engine off a CBR 600, which years ago it got very hot because I put the engine on a fire to separate it all. Anyway, blah blah, and it all melted the alley. So I've got these, so we're going to melt these down and pour them into there to try and make some rollers. Watching this and thinking I know what I'm doing about casting. I don't. I've done a tiny bit with copper in the past, but that works okay, so can't all go wrong, can it? Right, we've got some safety glasses, got a safety extinguisher, got some gloves, and I've got a door that I can run out of. Right, she's pretty much ready, I think. Shit. Shit. No, there's one there, and there's the other one there. The clamp popped off. Right, we'll let that cool and we'll see how that one turned out. Take two. Yeah. More successful. I think it's upsetting the end of my clamps though. This one we made first. So my intention is now to put it on the lathe, then try and machine it round, and then we'll try and form a roll of some description for the anchor. I don't know whether it's going to work, but I'm having fun doing it, so that's good. Right, so she's clamped up. Give her a quick nudge. So it's deformed quite a bit when we poured the melted metal into it, as you'd expect. But we're going to try and now I'll put a sensor in it, put like one of them rotating sensors in it, then I'm going to start trying to machine it flatter. It's a beauty. Right, so we now made a blank now. So I've had like no training at all on the lathe. I just bought a lathe and started messing around with it. So you guys at home will probably be like, oh, that's not cutting right, you shouldn't cut it backwards, you shouldn't do this, but hey, who cares? I'm just making a roller. I'm going to drill a hole in it now, so that'll keep our sensor maybe, don't know. And then we need to start figuring out like a profile now to try and machine it down to. Right, so I've done both rollers now. Another thing I've been doing is prototyping. So I've got the windlass now, I've attached it to a piece of wood, which is the same shape as the bow of the boat. I put it over it, marked it out, and I made like, don't know, cantilever I'm going to call it. So obviously this is just a mock-up at the moment. I'm going to connect it to a battery. So now if we press down, it deploys. And now if we bring it up, it comes up and stows itself. Obviously this is just very early stage of the prototyping, but she's sort of nice and secure. All she's really held on with is the tension on the rope, but for the first hour of prototyping it's quite good. Quite impressed with my little rollers up to now. Oh, one of them, got to do the other one now. But I was half expecting them to be like full of like holes and stuff like that. I wouldn't say they're the strongest aluminium, but I think they'll be good enough. Right, I'll put on the boat now. Looks quite good. Anchor's definitely a bit too big. Right, so the material we're going to be using is a bit of scrap. Nice chunky alley though. So we're going to just cut it up with the circular saw, and then we'll process it on the panel saw to make it nice and straight. Definitely improving on my welding. Well, that was my last one, that was my first one. That was a bit hot. Turn it down. I'm definitely getting more confident with my alley, but it helps having a really good machine. I think there's actually a discount code. You can get a discount on these yes welders. I'd strongly recommend them anyway, so right, let's cut some more alley. I made two pieces of C-channel. This C-channel fits inside that C-channel. So that's going to simulate this. So that pivots down, doesn't it? So I've already put a few marks on it now on where to drill. So we now need to mount our roller. Our roller's going to go here and here. And then our pivot point is going to be here. So what we need to do now is start cutting this up, get it into shape, and see how we go. So I've gone for the original bolt pattern underneath, so like we just screwed it down to the same holes. Kind of makes sense. Now let's go and pretty this up. Pretty hot. I'm trying to bend that piece of alley. It's like a U shape. Well, you need to get a bit of heat behind it, but not too much, it melts. So these staple shapes to go up and over the anchor to basically stop it riding up, because when it rides around this part here, the anchor wants to just keep going up, so that's basically a limit. So we need to cut these. think we've made a thing, haven't we? I quite like it, I think it's quite good. Right, so we need to get it all cleaned up now, we're going to get it painted. $2K in a can. I think this is the best primer in a can ever. All you do is pop the little bottom thing and give it a shake. Do you reckon you got enough on there?
You never know how much to put on, do you? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Is it just right? I'm sure we'll have ooze.
Too much is always better than not enough.
Yeah. Is there so much thing? Is there such a thing as too much glue?
Right, so Gemma's smoothed all this off quite nice.
So I'm really excited to get this lewmar winch system fitted, because it was the one thing going out on this little boat that used to scare me, and it was anchoring, because the anchor and chain and everything was just kept in a box on the back, because obviously we can't access the front from the back when we're out at sea because it's a bit deadly. You know, we used to use the Alderley ring method, so we'd have a big boy on board with us that just literally took up loads of space. And then if your anchor was a bit snagged, trying to actually retrieve it at times was quite scary and quite dangerous. So I can't wait to go out and test this. I think it's just going to make the boating experience so much more relaxed and safer, which is what it's all about, isn't it? Beautiful. The what? Port? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So can you just press the button for me? So one says up and one says down.
Yeah.
I'm just holding it away from the trailer. Yeah. So I think what we need to do now is we need to release all of this line, because I think in the factory when they put it on, they just put it on loose. And at the moment we're sort of digging it into it, so we need to get it all out and pull it all back on with some tension.
Do we know how much line we've got?
No, that'd be a good thing as well.
Should we measure it?
Yes, let's measure it. Right, so we turn the little boat round now, so we're going to send the anchor and line all the way out as far as it'll go, and then we can pull it all back in nice and tight. Take the anchor for a walk. This is 15 metres. It's quite long.
Okay, we're getting there. It stops itself.
Does it?
Yeah. So it won't let me wind it all the way out. So that's quite good.
That's really clever.
Right, let's count how much we've got. So that little thing has got 30 metres of rope on it.
Right, so the best way to test your anchor is actually on a boat. So here we have a beautiful boat, which is actually the smallest in our fleet. And I got this because I want to put an outboard on it. Just haven't had time. So if you've got any good ideas to mount an outboard on this, I know it's been done, but we've got one, haven't we? We should do it. Anyway, so our little boat has now got a 10 kilo anchor. So we're going to just drag the little boat up to give it some tension to put it on the spool nice. And then we'll see if we can put Gemma in it and drag her. What do you think? So we just worked out we've got 30 metres of rope, which is quite enough, isn't it, really, for a little boat. Right, Gemma's now going to press the button and we're going to see if it'll pull this little boat. Push the button, Gem! Right, let me reposition the anchor. Alright, try that. Right, I've just had word that the battery's dying, so let's go and put a charger on it. It's an old battery, that. Right, so we've charged the battery up a bit. It's flying now. Look at this little boat coming at us. I don't know if it'll pull Gemma though.
Are you trying to say I'm fat? So obviously we'll have a button at the cockpit to be able to do the anchor without pressing the one at the back, but we haven't wired that in yet.
I've run the cable though, it's fine. Right, go on, get in, it's too close now.
All aboard!
Well, we wanted some tension on the rope and that's given it us.
Gotta say, it wasn't the smoothest of boat rides I've been on.
No?
Gonna rock up my bum.
And just put it on the spool nice and tight and precise. Right, so the anchor's fitted, all good. as you can see, we're out in the ocean. I'm gonna go do some fishing. So let's drop the anchor and see if she holds for the very first time. Hope it works.
So you don't even have to go over to the front, do you? You've got a button.
No, press it out. Right, well, we're now on the bottom. That's good. Let's see if we stay here, because there's a big sandbank over there we don't want to drift to. Well, it's quite hard to film from here, but now you can see the anchor rope's gone all the way out. I'm actually in reverse at the moment, so it's holding well. Cool. Let's do some fishing and then we'll retrieve the anchor. So, quick update. Got my fishing out as well. Anchor perfect, should not moved a millimetre.
Which I'm glad about, because that sandbank is very, very close.
It's fine. It all drops off here.
One issue though, isn't there?
Got no fish.
No fish.
I'm actually technically in a fishing competition. Well, it's like a fun day, innit?
So, should we up anchor and go try a different spot?
Yes, I think we should. Right, time to haul the anchor and go to where the fish are. Apparently there's plenty of fish in the sea, but I don't think so.
So, it's point. Can you see where your line is?
Yeah. This is ace. Yes! That's brilliant! No hauling ropes or anything like that. Press of a button, off you go. Where are we going?
To the fish!
To the fish.
So we can't seem to find any fish in the sea. So what I thought I'd do is send someone down to see if there's any there.
Right, ready. Let me just sort of adjust my pants a little bit. Check these out, these are posh pants these. Apparently these shorts are waterproof, so my genitals are definitely not going to get wet. How deep are we?
Oh yeah, hold on. 2.4 metres.
Okay, but I think just a bomb.
1 minute.
This one is so unstable! Oh, the boat's going to rock when I jump, you ready? Woo! I'm going to have a look at my anchor. But I can't see any fish. My shorts are dry, look.
Actually, if you shake them off now.
Like a dog.
There you go, they're dry.
Sweet.
Go, go, go.
Engine up.
Switch it off.
Yeah.
So the lewmar captive reel windlass was a next level upgrade for the boat. It made it so easy, just moving spots, anchoring in different locations. It was just flawless. So it's definitely something to consider if you're looking for an anchoring solution on your boat. Awesome. So thank you all so much for watching. See you all soon.